Hello everybody, how are we today? It's Lori from Fluid Acrylics by Art Lore. Cheers to all of you. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we are doing another 20 by 20 straight pour, a wrecked straight pour, and I'm doing the second, I'm kind of like doing a little bit of a series here where I'm keeping it round on a square. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I've got some really cool colors. I'm using up colors from another pour, and I kind of added in a couple little colors here and there to change them up a little bit so the palette is flowing together quite well. So I'm kind of excited about this palette, and you know I'm just like super geeked about these wrecked straight pours. They are so much fun, and really into the really cute little fingerlings. So we are going to get down to the canvas. I'm going to take a little swig just to pump up my mojo, and let's make a mess. I'll get you down. Okie doke. I'm gonna put some gloves on. Did my nails for a change, and I kind of want to make them stay looking halfway decent for a while, for a couple days anyway. Okay, so we got a 9-ouncer here. And I'm not going to start with white. I am starting with a different color. And this one here is, let's see, I've got to think. I started out with Pearlized Green by Master's Touch, and it was just too dull. Then I added in Earth Green to deepen it. And I wanted just a little bit more pizzazz, so I added in some Emerald Flash, and that's going to be my center. And then this one here is Aqua Green, and I'm trying to see, yeah, I added something else in there, but you know what, I honestly don't know what it was, to give it a little bit of shimmer. So we're going to add some of that in there as well. Not a whole lot. Just enough to cover that. This one here, I really and truly don't know. It is a mystery color, but it is a beautiful magenta. It's a really, really pretty magenta. So we're going to go right there. And then right out of the gate, I am going to sandwich that little puppy right in there. So we're backing it up. We're adding in the aqua. And then we're going to just add a scant of the first color that I put in there. Okay, now let's see here. Now I think I'm going to do my white, just a little tiny bit, not a whole lot. And then some gold. These colors have been sitting for a little bit, so, but that's okay. This one here is metallic, my brain has paused for a moment, metallic cobalt blue, and that is an Artist Loft, and oh my gosh, I absolutely love this color. So we're going to put a little bit of that in there, and then this one here, I won't be using a whole lot of it. Started out with ultramarine blue. And I think I'm going to sandwich that one as well. Just the two colors. Ultramarine blue, and then I added in I don't remember. But then it wasn't dark enough, so then I added in Prussian blue to get it to this nice beautiful blue. Ooh, is that ever pretty. Okay, let's see. What do we want next? Let's go with some more of the magenta, the mystery magenta. Okay, then we're going to go with our pearlized green. Let's go with the metallic blue. And then we're going to go with, let's do a little bit of gold in the center and sandwich that baby in there. So we'll do the metallic. And let's see, what did I do? Yes, I did this one. Oh my gosh. All right, now we'll go aqua, And let's do a little bit of white, I should say. I'm so sorry. It's been one of those days. White, and then my lovely gold. This is the 24K. And let's do some Prussian. I'll just call this Prussian because I have no other, I really don't have a name for it. Oh, that blue is gorgeous. Boy, I think I want to sandwich something in there as well. Let's do that. Let's go metallic. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty. I think I'll go a little bit more of the metallic. And then we're going to go with this really awesome green, pearlized green. And then let's go aqua. Oh, that's really going to be sandwiched. Okay, whoa, I just about dropped it. Mother Arthritis is picking her head up, I see. There's the pearlized green. Let's go with the metallic blue next, because we're sandwiching, and then we're going to go with my Prussian blue. Can you hear my cat? Oh my gosh, she has been very vocal these days. Let's do some gold. And then we're going to do a little bit of white. And let's go some magenta, and that will even create a lighter color magenta. I think that would be really pretty. And then next to the magenta, let's go aqua. And then we're going to go magenta again. Come on, almost done. Okay, and then let's just top it off with, I'm gonna top it off with the metallic blue. And might as well just use up the rest of this green. And we'll go metallic blue again. There, now we have a very nice full cup. Pretty, pretty colors. Yes, they are. All right, we're gonna set you aside, and we're going to plop a little bit of pillow down here. I almost feel like this is a scant thick, so I'm going to add just a little bit more Floetrol. And you know, my Floetrol, I'm in Michigan, and for some reason my Floetrol is really thin. I cannot find a thicker Floetrol, which is quite disappointing. It would be nice to be able to just go to the store and just get what you want in the, I've got paint in there, oh well. To get what you want and not have to worry about it. But I had to go through like so many containers just to figure it out, to see which one was thick, which one was thin. And one of the employees, I said this in another video, but one of the employees, I thought it was kind of funny. She said, "Do you need help?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm just looking to see which one is the thickest." She said, I don't think I've ever seen anyone stick their finger in the container before. Oh well, first time for everything, right? Okay, now my torch, you better work. It's so full of resin. Oh my gosh. Come on. I know you can do it. Oh, I hear you. All right, we're gonna pause. This might be out. Let me go fill it. Okay, so this came from Art Resin, and it has this cute little stand, so it makes it very nice to stand. But you know, I tape it on there because it actually came off once and dropped into the painting. So it might be a good idea if you have one of these with a little stand on it, just to tape it to the base, because that was not a good thing at all. I mean, that was like a real big, huge bummer. Okay, I'm not going to talk. I will throw on some tunes for you. I'm going to be focusing on moving the canvas here and there. I'm going to, as I pour this out, I'm going to move all these puppies out of the way. As I pour this out, I'm going to be moving the canvas just a teeny little bit, and that creates the fingerlings to get in different areas. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me just plop you down there. Okay, so here we go, and I'll throw on some tunes, and off we go. All right. Kind of bummed about that little spot right there, but we'll fix it. I'll just do this. There, I just kind of rocked it back and forth. Whew, that takes a lot out of you. And you know what? I wasn't really prepared. I should have had this closer. And the canvas maybe just a scant further away because the corner kept getting me. Oh my goodness. Oh well. All right, there we go. Really pretty colors though. Loving this color combination. I'm going to just kind of move this just a teeny bit and kind of center it up a little tiny bit. There we go. Okay, let's pour some color, white I should say, around the sides here. Don't need too much on my side, but we definitely need some there. All right, I still have a little bit left. I'm just going to lay that flat. Actually, put a cloth under it. There, we'll lay that on an angle. That way it can start getting all to the center and I can pour some more out. Okay, let me just turn it this way. I want to just look from my perspective. I'm gonna move that stick out of my way. Okay, ooh, yeah, I'm loving that. Loving that. So now let's wreck it. That will be fun. Where is my other wrecking paintbrush? Okay, I have no idea. We're going to use this one. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I want to do, I'm going to go right, I want to end up right in there. There we go. Now I'm going to take a skewer and just get this blunt end. There, a little softer. Okay, now let's see. I love that. So I'm going to go right here, dead center, the circle. Bring it around in that direction. And then again, I'm going to take my skewer. It's not too bad, actually. Just going to drag it in there just a little bit. I don't think I really want to wreck anymore. I'm liking the simplicity of it because I see that we've got a lot of white here. And I want to see what's in the center of all of that white. And I don't want to disrupt that white. I'm really liking it because I see some really pretty fingerlings with the white, and I see some of the metallic blue, cobalt blue, in right here through the edge of the white. And I want to keep that simple. And I don't want to wreck that. So we're just going to leave that. All right, let's see what I have here for white. Oh, I'm running very low. I always misjudge, but you know, I've got other paint that I can use. And if I have to, I will pause and mix up some more. All right, let's spin. Just a little bit, just to see what we have. Okay, here we go. And if you notice, one thing, I did not add my white first, and that is why there is no white in the center, and that's what I was going for. I goofed on one of my videos, and I was thinking backwards, and what goes in first comes out last. So let's do this. We're going to spin. That's kind of a tough spin, a little hard spin there. We're going to slow you down just a little bit. I just want to, there we go, that's better. I'm going to distribute some of the white. It's really pretty. I'm glad I added in the Prussian blue to the ultramarine blue. I'm glad I added that in there because that really gave it some beautiful, beautiful depth. We're going to just bring it down this way just a little bit. And I think I'm going to have to pause you guys and add some more white because this is not enough. So let me go do that and I'm going to be right back. All right, let's do this. We're going to spin again. I think I went that way. I don't remember actually. I think I went the other way. I'm going to go this way because I want to kind of keep it consistent. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we are moving more this direction, and I may want to just stop and just kind of reposition the paint and get it into the center. So we're going to lift Just a little bit. Yes, it is moving. Very slow, very slow. You need to be patient. Okay, I've got my little pins in there. Hopefully that will work. All right, let's do this. It's really pretty. I'm loving this right there. That looks amazing. The when I did the magenta with the white, it created a much prettier, not prettier, but a much brighter pink, and the two together are really, really pretty. Almost like a violet pink. Okay, let's see. Ooh, looking good. See what I mean? Right in here. All right, but I think I want to just lift you up just a little bit more. Now we're going just a little bit higher. Tipping this up just a little bit higher. I can see the center of the paint moving down, which is exactly what I want. A little bit more. And I'm loving the simplicity of the just the two being wrecked. The two sections of fingerlings being wrecked. Okay, let's do this again. We're going to bring you this way. I'm going to grab my board. I'm barefoot. Okay, now I probably am going to start adding paint to my corners, and then we'll give it a nice generous spin. Okay, let's take a peek. Oh yeah, it's coming about quite nicely. All right, get you on there square for now. Okay, so let's see what we have. Yeah, I'm really liking this. This got a really cool orientation to it. It's very different. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to take my palette knife and I'm just going to kind of scrape off just a little tiny bit of that. Don't need all that paint on there because I'm going to start filling in my corners. All right, let's see what we have here. We'll start with the aqua, and we're just going to go right over the edge and just lay this down like so, and just follow it right over the edge. There we go. Let's do it over here. Okay, there we go. Now let's see, what do I want to do next? I think for this one here, we're going to do the magenta. Oops, there's the fuzzy. Down at the bottom of the barrel there. Just laying the paint right down. Just let it go right over the edge. That way it gets nice coverage. This is a deep edge canvas. It gets good coverage that way. There we go. We're going to set that on its side. Let's do some Prussian blue. The Prussian blue one. All right, we're going right here. Right over the edge. Let's go back. Kind of fill it in a little bit. And let's kind of get that so that it's just, get those little points out of there. Okay. All right, let's do this. Now, let me just take a peek here. I want to line this up straight. Going that way. All right, let's do this. Oh, I caught it. There we go. All right, let's get moving here. Stripes. Not liking that very much, but I can fill that in, which I may do that now. I want to take a peek here. Hold on. Let's just see how much is coming off. Actually, it's not too bad. That's not so bad. Let me just look at something here. Just going to fill this in because I don't like that white right there. There we go. All right, let's take a peek. All right. Oh yeah, it's really pretty. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's very, kind of reminds me a little bit of Outer Space, kind of, sort of. With the movement going around like this, kind of orbital. Rather cool. I'm going to spin a couple more times, but I'm going to take it down and show you the wet results. And then when it dries, then I'm going to show you the dry results because it's pretty neat. The fingerlings did exactly what I wanted them to do. Really pretty in here, especially with the gold tipping off the tops of the fingerlings. This looks like a butterfly wing. Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. And this really worked well. This right here is where I did the white and the magenta, and it's just so soft. It just comes right into some really pretty fingerlings. So yeah, really, really pretty. Okay, let me take you down and I'll show you the close-up. Okay, so there we are. The fingerlings look amazing, really fun. Love sandwiching everything in. It just turned out so cool. There's my corner. There's the outer skirts of the fingerlings. Here's the other corner. Working our way up. And then we have the very center, which looks oh so cool. And I'm glad I only wrecked just the two areas because it kept it very simple. And then look at this up here. That's where I did the white and the magenta. Got to fix that little white bloop up there. There was something in the paint. The pink and the The magenta and the white turned pink, so I've got pink, magenta, and white, which is fun. Glad I add Prussian blue to the blue tone that I had, the color that I had, and gave it some depth. We've got a nice negative space of Prussian, that darker Prussian blue in the corner there. These fingerlings turned out wonderful. They look like they have little fingernails on them. I didn't get my white in the center, which I'm happy about, and that's really cool there. Loving that very much. So here it is dry, and it looks amazing. And then here is, let me get a zoom in. Here is the beautiful detail. That's my husband upstairs talking to the cat. There's the gorgeous detail. Oh my gosh, I'm just so happy and delighted with this whole piece. The fingerlings are just so beautiful. Everything turned out great. They look like they have their little fingernails. The center is spectacular. There's where I deconstructed, and then there's the center. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Give me a like and a share, and leave me a comment. I would absolutely love to hear what you have to say. Thanks for letting me in your home, everyone. Hugs to all of you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.